Hello everyone. Today our topic is IP packet delivery. Okay. In last classes we have discussed about the entities and terminologies of the architecture of IP, mobile IP, and today we will discuss about IP packet delivery. Here the aim is to deliver the packet from correspondent node to the mobile node from CN to MN. Observe the diagram. Here step 1, step 2, step 3 and step 4 are there. Step 1 is from CN to the home agent via internet, and step 2 is from router HA to router FA via internet, and step 3 is from router FA to MN, and step 4 is from mobile node to router via internet. Okay, these are the 4 steps. Now we will discuss all these steps. So here it describes about the packet delivery from mobile correspondent node to the mobile node. At starting, the correspondent node wants to send IP packet to the mobile node. One of the main requirements of mobile IP was to support hiding of the mobility of the MN. Okay, so mobility, as we have discussed in the requirements of the mobile IP, the transparency, invisibility should be there. Okay, so here also hiding of the mobility is seen. Okay, now we will see the step 1 from correspondent node to the router home agent via internet. So here correspondent node sends the packet as usual to the IP address of the MN. Okay, CN does not need to know anything about the mobile node's current location. Without knowing mobile node's current location, correspondent node sends the packet as usual to the IP address of the MN. As usual to the IP address of the MN means the permanent IP address of the mobile node. Nothing but home network of the mobile node. This means correspondent node sends an IP packet with MN as a destination address and CN as a source address. Okay. As CN is sending the packet, CN is considered as source address and MN is considered as destination address. So CN, knowing that mobile node as destination address, it will start sending the packet without knowing anything about mobile node's current location. Okay. The internet now, not having any information on the current location of MN, routes the packet to the router responsible for the home network of the MN. So now CN does not know about the MN's current location, so it will directly sends the packet to the home network. Internet also will not be knowing about the current location of the network, mobile node. So what internet will do? Internet will also forwards the packet to the home network of the mobile node. Though mobile node stays in the home network or not, internet will transfers the packet to the home network of the. Okay. So here now internet routes the packet to the home agent of the home network of the mobile node. Okay. This is done using the standard routing mechanisms of the internet. Okay. So after this, what happens in second step? Now HA means home agent will diverts the packet, intercepts the packet, knowing that mobile node is currently not in its home network. So what it will do? It will identify that mobile node is not in the home network. So that is the reason what home agent will do is it will not forward it to the physical subnet as usual, but it will encapsulate and tunnels to the COE. How it encapsulates the packet means a new header is put in front of the old IP header showing that COA as a new destination address and home agent as the source address. This is nothing but encapsulation. Encapsulation means putting a new header in front of the old header. This new header will now consist of new address. What is that new address? HA as a source address and COA as the destination address. This is nothing but encapsulation. What is encapsulation? What is tunneling? That is clearly seen in the next classes. Okay. For now, encapsulation is nothing but putting new header showing that HA as a source address and COA as destination address. So now the packet now will route to the COA which is present in the packet routes from home agent in the second step. See the diagram. In the second step, packet routes from home agent via internet to the COA. Where is COA? COA is present under FA, foreign agent, router foreign agent. Okay. So that is done in second step. Now in the third step, what happens means the foreign agent now decapsulates the packet. Decapsulating the packet means removing the header, new header. What is the new header added by the home agent? That will be removed from the old header, that is done by foreign agent. This is nothing but decapsulating the packet. Removing the additional header is nothing but decapsulating the packet. Okay. After decapsulation, it forwards the original packet. What original packet consists? Original packet will consist of the header with the CN as a source address and MN as a destination address. Okay. So here also mobility is invisible. Means mobile node will receive the packet without knowing about the additional header which is added by the home agent. So mobile node does not know anything about the encapsulation and decapsulation thing. It will receive the packet directly from the correspondent node. Means it will know only about the header which is added by the correspondent node with correspondent node as a source address and mobile node as the destination address. Again for the MN mobile node, mobility is not visible. That is what we have seen in the requirements of the mobile IP. So what finally mobile node knows is it receives the packet with the same sender and receiver address as it would have done in the home network. So it does not know anything about the encapsulation and decapsulation process which is performed by the home agent and foreign agent. This is done in step 3. Finally, in step 4, the mobile node sends the packet to the MN as a source address and CN as the destination address. Actually, this step 4 is not will tell about the packet transformation transmission from mobile node to the correspondent node. Till step 3, packet from the correspondent node to the mobile node is done. Okay, now packet has reached to the mobile node successfully till step 3. In step 4, again second process has started, that is, if at all mobile node want to send packet to the correspondent node. Till now we have seen that correspondent transfer the package to the mobile node till step 3. Correspondent node routes the packet to the home agent via an internet, and home agent, knowing that mobile node is not staying in the home network, it will encapsulate the packet by adding additional header which consists of HA as a source address and COA as destination address, and it will route the packet to the foreign agent. COA, which is present on the foreign agent, now decapsulates the packet and sends to the mobile node in the step 3. Mobile node will not know anything about the encapsulation and decapsulation process, as mobility is invisible here. So now successfully mobile node has received the packet from the correspondent node. Okay, this is done in step 1, step 2, step 3. Okay, in step 4, if at all mobile node want to transmit the packet to the correspondent node, then what is the process? Okay, we will see now. So what happens if mobile node wants to send the packet to the correspondent node means, sending packet from the mobile node to correspondent node is very simple if it is a fixed one or if it is a mobile node. The mobile node sends the packet as usual with its own fixed IP address, which consists of source and destination address. Now what is the source address? Mobile node, because mobile node is sending the packet. So mobile node will become the source. Correspondent node will become the destination. So now mobile node will transmit the packet by adding the header, which consists of mobile node as the source address and correspondent node as the destination address. Okay, the way as it would do for any other node in the foreign network. As long as correspondent node is a fixed node, then the packet will be transferred as usual. If CN is also a mobile node, and that mobile node is staying out of the home network, if CN also staying in the foreign network, then the same mechanisms will be followed from step 1 to step 3. Okay, so same things will be followed to deliver packet from mobile node to correspondent node. Means if CN also is staying out of the home network, if CN is staying in the foreign network, then the process of encapsulating and decapsulating uh, is done again. This is how IP packet delivery is done from correspondent node to mobile node, and also from mobile node to correspondent node. If mobile node stays in the home network, then there is no the process of encapsulating and decapsulating the packet. In the same way, if the correspondent node is in the home network, then when mobile node want to transmit the packet to the correspondent node, then no encapsulation and decapsulation process is done. Okay, you just remember that if nodes are present in their home networks, then no encapsulation tunneling process will be done. Okay, if they stay out of the home network, if they are residing in the foreign network, then only encapsulation, tunneling, decapsulation process is done. Okay, so internet or source nodes will not be knowing anything about the destination nodes address locations. Okay, This is because mobility should be invisible. This is what we have seen in the requirements of the mobile IP. Transparency should not be there. So this is how IP packet delivery is done. Okay. Thank you.